Okay, Tai Chi. I already recorded this lesson and lost. I finally filled up the Chromebook that I'm recording on, and then I was making room, and I accidentally deleted everything on the Chromebook. It was the last 10 days of exercise. But that's fine because how long it's been taking me to process all these videos. It's like, are you sure you want to record every single workout? Sometimes it's a lot of the same. So this is where I know all my Tai Chi from, is a little book that I got at the bookstore for $7. So if you want to think you know Tai Chi and your Tai Chi is good, and this is what the book looks like. There's a bunch of illustrations showing, demonstrating movements. And then there is a routine, and there's like 3 routines in the book. And it's like, okay, so it's gonna tell you to do some things, give you a little routine. And there's some words in there too. Relaxing the neck circles.
Taoist Tai Chi. Tai Chi Chaun.
Lowering the shoulders, so like shrugs, or maybe roll your shoulders. But then it's also kind of strange when I'm trying to lead someone in Tai Chi and I'm doing shrugs or lowering the shoulders, and then they start rolling their shoulders, which is like, oh, I'm not trying to be the boss of them. One of the things about Tai Chi is sort of looking at the other person's body and am I doing their movements?
Tai Chi.
Shaking the hands. But then, this is the move, shaking the hands like you got water on them and you're trying to dry them off. And I'll put in like wrist rotations. Like, well, he seems to be making up his own stuff too.
Tai Chi.
I didn't say to do wrist rotations.
Tai Chi is a physical representation of Taoist ideals.
Painting the wall.
The movements.
These are just like those lateral raises.
The movements reflect
and I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused with the lateral raises. If you just go like this.
The movement.
If you try and make these wider arcs.
The movements reflect the Tao itself. Yielding. Softness.
And breathing in Tai Chi. According to this book, we talked about breathing in yoga and how in the one yoga book it said to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And inhale as hard as you can and exhale as hard as you can.
Softness.
And in Tai Chi, the breathing is done completely through the nose. So, and then also try to do it with your movements. So, breathe in while you're moving one direction and out while moving the other.
Slowness, balance, rootedness, health.
Then this one's called Two Fall Moons.
Simplicity, patience, compassion,
And that's up on the first movement in front, and then down the sides on the second. Oh yeah, and it's said to, rest in mountain, breathing through your nose, just like you would in yoga. And then brushing the air, which is just the last move, but in the opposite order, where up on the sides and down in front.
going with the flow, Taoism, lousy, Laozu,
And normally you do about 10 of those, playing the accordion.
Tai Chi Chaun,
Swimming on land.
Yin Yang, I Ching,
Hip circles. I thought hip circles were pretty good, but I also thought they were being kind of provocative.
Shangdi, the Jade Emperor,
And if you're not impressed by this workout, it's supposed to be really easy. Bending forward.
the Chinese Zodiac,
And these are my favorite form of poses. Bending backward.
4 dragons. Tien.
Bending side to side.
$10,000 things.
I'm moving kind of fast through all these moves and not doing 10 of them because I'm trying to demonstrate all of them and how long the video is going to be. I don't want to lose your attention completely. And I've already done them so many times. Like I had to have noticed at one point, looking back.
Eight immortals. Ki Zangu. Kao Guji. Li Ti Gai.
V-circles.
Lan Kai He. Lu Dong Vin.
Ankle circles.
Han Zhang Zi. Zhang Gu Lao. Zhang Li Quan.
Squats, or is sitting down.
Yielding. Softness. Slowness.
Rising on your toes or calf raises.
Balance. Rootedness. Health.
Lifting the knee or knee raises.
Simplicity. Patience. Compassion. Taoism.
And that was the end of the first routine. So just do those moves 10 or 12 times in a set and try and move as slow as you can while doing them, and just breathe through the nose and move in one direction with one breath and do the other direction the opposite breath, inhale, exhale. And this is the second routine, and they use the word Wu Chi, and they're talking about bending your legs slightly so that your knees are to where your toes are. Though I don't think it's really important have you standing in Wu Chi. So, bend your legs slightly. Polishing the desk, well, this almost kind of seems like wax on, wax off. just making little circles with my hands. So to do 20 or 30 of those.
Lousy.
Do that for like 30 seconds.
Tao Te Ching.
Rolling the balloon. Turning the balloon or energy ball.
Yin Yang.
People kind of like this one. Looks like Mortal Kombat. Sub-Zero. He's doing his thing. Opening the curtain.
I Ching. Shangi.
Waving at clouds. That's when you do both at the same time.
The Jade Emperor. Tien. 10,000 things.
Swimming in deep water. He's like, you already did this one.
8 Immortals. He Zangu.
Sweeping from side to side.
Kao Guji. Li Tai Gai.
Blocking diagonally.
Lan Kai He.
Eagle spreads its wings.
Lu Dong Vin. Han Zhang Zi.
Bending forward and stretching back.
Zhang Gu Lao. Zhang Li Quan.
Mare parts its mane.
Well, I wrote that stuff down. Read it most of the stuff twice.
Working the oar. showing your palms and soles. This is your single whip down. We're going to do this one. That looks just like the last thing, that other thing. Yeah, I mean, these, I'm not really too sure what I am doing. But if you're confused, that's because so am I. Looking at these illustrations. Monkey holds world, that's fine. Cats and dogs and cobra. And that's the end of that routine. And the third part of the book are different stances. There's horse riding stance where with Wu Chi, you went down to where your knees were, where your toes are, and then with horse riding stance, you try and go a little bit farther, or just how far can your knees go without taking your foot off the ground. Maybe that's what horse stance is. Horse riding stance. And you're supposed to stand in these awkward stances or something. And horse riding stance. And then, I figure you can probably do more of those movements while in the different stances. Soft step. You got your foot next to your other foot. Your legs are close together. Yeah. Soft step. Probably not explaining it right.
I wasn't even sure if I wanted to keep this part of the video because of how weird I'm standing.
Stork step looks like soft step.
I'm just sort of mentioning some of these stances to you.
Bow step. I can explain these better. A bow step is basically like warrior, except your legs are much closer together. And you're just stepping out a little bit. Bow step. Or maybe have your feet like you're riding a skateboard. Bow step. And you can look this stuff up. Yeah, none of this is making an impact because the stuff that he's showing you isn't really anything. Or you can look Tai Chi up online. This was stork step. Now you can't see my feet. Do I move the camera? Show those again. The camera pointed at your feet. Soft step. Soft step. Soft step. Stork step. Stork step. Stork step. Bow step. Bow step. Bow step. bow step. Okay. And cocker reel. And just stay in one high knee, one knee raised. Cocker reel. Then side steps.
But yeah, Tai Chi really changed the way I thought about exercise, just sort of being this much nicer in the opening phases. Like physical therapy.
30 of those. And there's Tai Chi walk. And that's where you go from one stance to the other. Walking. It's like trying to do a farmer's carry to just try and walk around with dumbbells. You don't really have that much space. And then there's duck walking. Try and walk from down here. Alright, so that's everything that was in the Tai Chi book. So you can look up online Tai Chi and search it on the internet and see if you see anything. Search it on YouTube, see what comes up.